Hi guys, welcome to another What We Had for Dinner This Week video. This one's a little bit longer, so I hope you enjoy it. On Monday, it was just very simple. I did this Bertolli family-sized chicken parmigiana and penne and some garlic knots. It was very good. I do recommend it, and I just used kind of a wide skillet that came with a lid, and I poured out the bag in here. That was really all you had to do. You didn't really have to add anything. Now, the big red chunks, at first I thought they were tomatoes, but it turned out to be the sauce. Here are the garlic knots. There came 6 in the box. They were actually really good. And then you'll see just the lids on to sort of steam everything and cook it. And I don't know why my camera's been doing this recently, where it just sort of flips oddly. But there you'll see I'm just kind of stirring it up. This was actually really good. I would probably buy this again, even though it wasn't super great for us. But that's what we ended up having on Monday. On Tuesday night, we had something I made in a freezer meal before. It is chicken with cheese and a sauce with some stuffing on top. It's actually very good. And I went ahead and trimmed up the chicken and everything, and this is all the sauces. You take 1 can of the cream of chicken. I'm sure you could use any kind you really wanted, but that's what the recipe called for, so that's what I used. The 1 can of cream and chicken, and this actually all came out at once, which normally doesn't happen for me. And then the recipe called for a 1/2 cup of wine. I didn't have any white wine on hand, so I just used chicken stock, salt and pepper. And actually, if you see on my printer over there, that's what holds the salt and pepper shaker. You can't really see it, but it's a chicken. So then you just stir it up until it's smoother. It doesn't take very long to do that, just maybe a couple minutes really. And then you layer on the cheese. I used Havarti cheese. The recipe calls for Swiss, but my kids do not like the taste of Swiss cheese. So I just went ahead and used Havarti because we all do like the taste of Havarti. And I believe originally the recipe is only supposed to be like 1 slice or something like that per piece of chicken, but we really like cheese in our family, so we used pretty much all of it. I think there was only 2 slices of cheese left over, and I used those in sandwiches for the kids' lunch the next day. So yeah, you'll just see me, I layer on all the cheese because that's delicious. And then you pour the sauce on top. And you can smooth it out a lot better than I ended up doing it. I smoothed it out a little bit, but it wasn't, you know, great. I'm sure if you use like a spatula or something, you could probably smooth it out a whole lot better. Okay, and for the stuffing, in that mug right there, I have 4 tablespoons of butter that was melted. I like to melt butter in the microwave in a coffee mug. I find it just works best for me that way. And then you'll see I struggle with this for a minute before I wise up and go get some scissors. There we go. I cut it open with some scissors and pour that in. And then you just pour the butter in with it. Yeah, I'm trying to show you the butter. And you just sort of stir it all up so it's all nice and moist. And then you end up just topping that, the chicken and everything with it. Once you get it all done, you could probably use your hands for this too if you're okay with that. I just used a spoon for right now. I finally found a way to use a tripod kind of, where I have this thing that's set up kind of weird where you can clip it onto different things and then it holds your phone. So I've been using that for kitchen stuff recently. And then you just pour in all of the stuffing and sort of smooth that over the top. This was really good. Next time I make it, I'm probably going to make 2 so I can make 1 for dinner and then make 1 for a freezer melt. Now, this is going in my fridge for right now, so that's just a plastic lid. When it was time to cook, I put foil on top, and I cooked it for, I believe, 40 minutes covered. And then I took the foil off and cooked it for another 15. And that's what it looked like when it was all served up. Everybody liked this. It is something I will definitely make again. It was very, very good. Everybody enjoyed it a lot. And that's what it looks like all served up. I served it with broccoli. It's and cauliflower. It's broccoli and cheese and cauliflower. And I put cheese on the kids, and then this is the plate my husband and I had. And Wednesday, we were originally supposed to have breakfast for dinner, but Wednesday went a little sideways, and I ended up with a really, really bad headache. So I ended up just making mac and cheese for the kids. I snuck some pureed vegetables in the sauce they don't know about, and my husband just brought some food home for himself and my Thursday. I really wasn't trying to do a Thrifty Thursday meal, although this probably did work out to be about a Thrifty Thursday meal. It was just some noodles, the leftover chicken nuggets that we had, and some leftover spaghetti sauce. And I just sort of made a kind of a cheapo version of almost like a chicken parmesan. I just made the noodles, topped it with sauce, put in the diced up chicken nuggets, and then I ended up topping it with a little bit of mozzarella cheese. I had to move them to a different bowl because those little blue bowls were just not big enough. So this is what they ended up looking like, and everybody actually really liked it. Friday is pizza night, so here you'll see all the ingredients. We have pizza crust, we have some cheese, some pizza sauce, and pepperoni. And this week, my lovely assistant is Wesley, and you'll see him in a few minutes. I rolled out the dough. Now, the can actually said to toast this for like 8 minutes first, and I didn't do that, but it still turned out just fine. So I did the sauce because I don't trust him not to make a huge, gigantic mess. That's a very unflattering view of me as well. I might have to work on the camera angles on this some. So, yeah, just spread it out. This actually turned out really good. If this goes on sale again or if it gets clearanced out again, I might have to go buy some more. Just smooth it out, you know, however you do your pizza sauce. I know some people make it. I'm not that kind of mom. I just don't have the patience for it, really. All right, and there's Wesley, and I'm standing there too, and he's gonna go ahead and put some cheese on. We started like that, and then we realized it would be easier just to dump it out like that. And you'll see part of it comes out in like this gigantic clump. Yeah. So then we just start kind of shredding that part up and getting it everywhere. And his favorite part was putting on the pepperoni, and he's going to get to do that in just a minute. So there he is, very impatiently waiting for Mommy to get all the pepperoni done. So that was his favorite part. He liked putting all the pepperoni on, and I let him put it in the kind of wherever he wanted. I adjusted a few of them, but again, this pack of pepperoni I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and it was just the perfect amount of pepperoni. It covered the whole thing. The kids really, really liked it. I thought it tasted pretty good. My husband didn't really care one way or another, but this is probably something I will do again. I think one week we're also going to try and do French bread pizzas, where I'll make toppings for everybody, like everybody's favorite toppings on them. But I'll have to see. Sometimes you can get that good French bread pizza from Walmart for like $1, so that might actually be a good idea. I might do that. Let me know in the comments what your favorite kind of pizza is. I'm always interested in what other people like on their pizzas. And he's so excited about it. He was telling me, he was like, this is going to be the most pepperoni pizza ever. Okay. So Isabel's excited that she's going to get to help the next time, probably. I'd let them take turns. I figured if they were both in here at the same time, it probably would have made a mess. And that's the kids' plates. Those are dates up in the corner, and also a little snowball for a treat. And that's everything that we had for dinner this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and